Thank you for tuning in to this quarter's market update, and the fact that you have, I assume you may be either considering moving home or merely have a keen interest in the local housing market. These quarterly reports remain the only regular, honest and transparent insight as to how the housing market is performing in your area, and I hope you find them informative. So, how have things been across July, August and September? Extremely active, with our Bearsden branch successfully completing 81 sales, with the vast majority being sold at closing date, and of these, a staggering 92% exceeded their home report valuations. A number of contributory factors have instigated this, one being that Bearsden, Milngavie and the surrounding areas are home to some of the most coveted private and state schools in Scotland. Also, the frustration remains that there are far more people looking than there are houses for sale. The local housing market remains slightly seasonal, and the past 3 months are notoriously strong selling months in the housing calendar, although this differs across certain price points and locations. Semi-detached villas around £200,000 to £400,000 in Milngavie and Bearsden remain extremely popular, with average selling times of around just 2 weeks, as are detached bungalows around £300,000 to £600,000. Above £600,000, the market is slightly more unpredictable, which is largely attributable to affordability and the increased levy of LBTT, or Land and Building Transaction Tax, applied to property purchases in Scotland. We've secured a number of sales between £600,000 and £1 million. However, I have to say that this bracket requires flawless presentation, maximum effort, and the expectation of a slightly more protracted selling time. One frustration is the assumption that all estate agents perform the same role, as the owners of 2 Beechwood Lane in Bearsden kindly confirmed to us in a recent letter of gratitude. After marketing their property with Coram Bearsden for over 4 months, disheartened, they appointed Clyde Property to manage their sale. Rather than just listing their home on a number of websites and hoping potential viewers contact us, we effectively started afresh. Our professional marketing included HD movies, both externally and internally, high quality brochures, and we then proactively contacted parties registered on our mailing list across our extensive opening hours 7 days a week. In doing so, we introduced 23 viewers in just 17 days and sold the property for around £30,000 above the asking price. This attitude has also stood us well recently at higher price points, namely 151A Mugdick Road in Milngavie. Once again, we utilised every tool at our disposal, including our in-house team of professionals who capture and create the highest quality internal and external aerial HD movies, displaying spectacular footage of the nearby Tannock Loch and backdrop of the Campsie Fells. We launched at offers over £615,000 against a home report of £675,000. With our unrivalled opening hours and extensive mailing list, we successfully sold the property at a closing date for a figure far in excess of the home report. The downsizer market is also proving extremely buoyant. Clyde Property have just achieved a record sale in the highly sought after Ellengowan Court development in Milngavie. This beautiful 3-bedroom top floor flat with a lift and private parking was priced at offers over £295,000 with a home report valuation of £330,000. We introduced 16 viewers in 1 week, set a closing date and sold the property for just under £400,000. The activity levels continue to ripple northwards in particular villages of Strathblane, Blainfield and Killern, including recent closing dates in Rowan Crescent, Killern and Dunglass View in Strathblane. So if you're considering selling now with a view of moving next year, I recommend doing so as soon as possible. However, if you're considering selling early in the new year, it would be prudent to have your home photographed and the marketing literature prepared in advance and your home report carried out immediately prior to launch. I hope the next 3 months will be as successful and active as last quarter, and thanks again for watching.